A cargo ship is believed to have sunk in the Red Sea after being attacked by Houthi terrorists. Earlier, we spoke with Justin Logan, Director of Defense and Foreign Policy Studies at Caito Institute, about the U.S. approach to the Houthi attacks. Justin Logan, thank you so much for joining us. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Now, to begin, reports note of escalation in the Red Sea by the Houthis. This is after a bulk ship carrier sank, along with reports of a Remainer on board being killed. Now, this does come after weekend attacks on two ships as well as an American destroyer. How do you read these latest moves, especially when it comes to war in the region and fears of this escalation?
Well, I think the administration's Middle East policy has really gone from bad to worse. I mean, they infamously said that before the 10/7 attacks, the Middle East hadn't been as quiet as it was then in decades. Then the 10/7 attacks happened. We built this magical mystery pier, which is now disintegrated off the coast of Israel. And then there's this months-long war with the Houthis, which was just revealed both that we've spent over $1 billion fighting them, and that they are making progress. As you mentioned, they have sunk a second vessel, potentially killed one Filipino mariner. So this thing has really gone from bad to worse. And anybody who's had their hands on this Middle East policy should really hide their head in a bag, because it's been just an absolute disgrace from pillar to post.
Expanding on the Houthis' part, reports note that the Navy faces its most intense maritime fighting since World War II, with near daily attacks targeting commercial vessels as well as warships. How have the Houthis tied down the U.S. Navy in the Red Sea?
Well, it's really strategic malpractice on the part of the United States. The Houthis are doing what they've been doing for years and indeed decades, which is what military people refer to as shoot and scoot, right? You have very light munitions, you're very mobile, and the minute you launch, you get out of there. And so there are limited ability to retaliate. Moreover, the technologies that the United States are using are many orders of magnitude more expensive than what the Houthis are using. If you look at the cost that we spend to shoot down one Houthi missile, which is not particularly accurate, you're talking about in the neighborhood of $1 million to destroy 2,000 or 5,000 at most dollars worth of technology. This is a bad deal for the United States. And that's how you tally up $1 billion of expenditures over just about 6 months with very little to show for it in terms of military or political developments.